Hello guys, in this video let's call direct method from Azure Portal. Now we as cloud developers we call direct method, but actual programming of direct method it is handled by embedded system developers at IoT device side. And guys, we have already discussed it a few times before. That is the programming language used in these devices or how these devices they are programmed, that is handled by embedded system developers and we simply use those. Okay, but still let's just have a look at direct method so that we can call it from Azure Portal. And in our next video we will write code from scratch to call this direct method from our Visual Studio C#. And now let's first go to the Azure Portal. So guys, we are in Azure Portal and let's open our IoT Hub, devices. Let's open our device. So guys, first thing, if you see we have this option direct method. Let's click on it, and basically from here we can execute direct method on this device. And let's again go back to our device and let's click on device twin. And if you see connection state is disconnected, and if you remember we discussed that in order to call direct method the device has to be connected, that is it has to be online. Okay, and now let's go to the Visual Studio and let's see what code we have over there. So guys, we are in Visual Studio and I have created this project that is direct method for device, and I will take you through this code. So first we are calling this setup device direct method. Okay, so under this we have this device connection string. Then we created this device client from this device connection string. So guys, we have already worked with device connection string and device client in our earlier videos. Okay, and then on line number 13 we are saying device client dot set method handler. And here if you see we have created this direct method that is TurnOnSmartFan, and when this direct method that is TurnOnSmartFan will be called, actually this C# method that is TurnOnSmartFanMethod it will be executed. Okay, and the code for this method is the one I have highlighted. Okay, so basically here if you see on line number 20 we are saying let's assume here device that is the fan it gets turned on and then it returns the response to the IoT Hub. So we are simply returning a C# object in serialized format. Okay, and you can see that C# object it has two properties, that is smart fan floor location and then status is on. So we are returning this response to the IoT Hub after the direct method is successfully executed. Okay, and one more thing guys, let's add a debugger on line number 14. And now when we execute this program, this direct method that is TurnOnSmartFan, this will be created on this device. So let's run our program. And again you can see the debugger has been hit and it says direct method has been created successfully. That means we should be able to call this direct method from Azure Portal, and let's try to do that. So again we are back in Azure Portal, and guys you remember the connection state was disconnected earlier. Let's try to refresh it, and now you can see connection state is connected. That's because we have created direct method and that code is still executing. See here, see this code is still executing, and that's why now connection status it has changed to connected. And now let's click on our device again and let's click on direct method, and from here we should be able to call that direct method. But before that let me go to the Visual Studio and here let me say continue. That means this method that is setup device direct method that should be completed, and only after this method is completed then only we will be able to call direct method, right? So I will say continue, and again let's go to the Azure Portal and here let's paste that direct method name. and let's say invoke method, and immediately you can see the result, and it says status 200, that means the call has been successful. And we can see these properties, that is SmartFan floor location and status.